As more and more people are starting to wear the wearables and the sleep tracking devices, more and more questions are coming up about how does sleep work? When we sleep, we go through a process that's going to be made up of stages of sleep and cycles of sleep. And different important things happen throughout these different stages. Most people, when they're falling asleep, they're first going to be in stage one sleep. It's about 10 to 15 minutes. Our senses are shutting down. Many people experience that myoclonic jerk, that feeling of falling, hence falling asleep. If you woke up during the stage of sleep, most people wouldn't even realize that they were asleep. Then we're going to see experiencing stage two. Think of this as a transition stage. You wouldn't go from first gear to third gear without shifting through second. And it's important to have the transition stage to be able to jump back and forth between our mind repairing and our body repairing across the course of the night. Then most people are going to experience stage three sleep, often called deep sleep or slow wave sleep. And this is going to be where we're seeing the physical body repairing itself. Those first three stages typically will make up the first cycle of sleep in the typical person's sleep. And after that, when we're going to do the next cycle, we often will see the first instance of REM sleep, rapid eye movement sleep. This is where we're going to see individuals having more of that mind repair, the impact on memory, learning, our cognitive performance, and our emotion regulation, and where we see the majority of dreaming occurring. Then after we go through that, we'll bounce back and forth between our body repairing and our mind repairing throughout the rest of the course of the night. At the beginning of our sleep, we typically will see spending a higher percentage of time with our physical body repairing. And then throughout the night, it will even out. And in the early morning hours, typically people are spending more time in REM sleep for that cognitive performance and emotion regulation. This is one of the reasons why it's really important that we get the entire amount of sleep that our body and brains needs so that we can get all the way through that process. If we need a full 8 hours to get through all of our sleep, but we're only affording ourselves 6, then many times we can be cheating ourselves out of that important REM sleep. And yes, of course, our body and brain will make adaptations. So after 3 or 4 nights, if we're not getting enough REM sleep, we might see that we jump right into that. But those may be the nights when we have a lot of intense dreams. We wake up feeling exhausted the next day because we weren't able to spend as much time in body repair as it was trying to make up for the missed REM sleep. So as we go through this process, there are many strategies that we can use to help us to increase our deep sleep. We also want to make sure that we are reducing the number of times that we're waking up, because every time we wake up, we end up having to start the process all over again. And if we keep going back to the beginning, then it's harder to get to the end of that process again to get more of that important REM sleep. Through the next few Wellbeing Wednesdays, I'll share some more tips and strategies to help us to get more deep sleep, to help with that REM sleep, and to better understand other components that play a role in how we sleep. Be well.